Steps over Luke Royer. In transition, it's Blair Bullreese, the captain.
Nope, up comes the jersey. Okay.
Baker, he's got a break. Hello, and Baker ties it. And now we got a fight. It's Albrecht. He's throwing his man around. Driving up. Back up top. Here's Jackson Cohut. 5-hole on Fury. Loads it, poking it. He scores. Build on it. Nolski's out in front. Scoops and scores.
Welcome inside the Jubilee Recreation Center. Cody Jansen with you here tonight. It's game number 3 of the North Playoffs on 12-ounce sports. The Sherwood Park Outlaws facing off with the Edmonton Warriors. I got John Lintz in the booth with me here. John, what do you expect to see from Sherwood Park to keep in with a team like the Warriors?
Well, it looks like they've made a couple lineup changes. Noah Jalal's in the lineup tonight, which should help provide a little bit of offense. They're going to have to batten down the hatches defensively and look to push in transition to catch the Warriors off guard, I think.
Ball's down, refs ready. We are underway. And it's Noah Baker with the first face-off win. Morgan Baker, Zach wheel the board. Pardon me, the 2 offensive weapons for the Outlaws. They'll get things going off that right side. Jalal dishes that one up top again. A little bit of a bobble, breaks free around Bull Race down low. Jalal's out in front, doesn't miss by much. Your starting goaltenders tonight for the Edmonton Warriors, who are going left, right on your TV screens. They're going to be going with Tate Pinch and net, wearing their road blacks, red shoulders, white stripes. Sherwood Park going right to left. Home white, gold, navy blue stripes for them. In goal, it's Connor Dorland between the pipes. Warriors' first offensive possession of the game. Backdoor opportunity there. Wood was in the crease. The ref waves it off. No goal. 4 10-minute quarters in the North Playoffs here. A little bit of a change, different than the 3 20-minute periods that you would normally see as Sherwood Park goes to work here. Up the middle again. This is going to be Noah Jalal with the ball. Backs it up. He's got the red kicks on today, looking to fly on the floor. They're 0-1 to start the tournament after a 5-2 loss against St. Albert yesterday. Jalal throws that out front. Had Nolan Dykes there. Couldn't get anything off as the shot clock expires. McDougall pass a little late. Shot goes wide anyways.
You notice early on the Warriors defense already having trouble dealing with Noah Jalal's shiftiness. And you notice the 2 brothers out there together have a little bit of chemistry.
Definitely brings a good addition to the offense that usually has to work off that left side with Wildeboer and Baker. Here the Warriors go to work. It's Simonson up top, the big lefty to the middle, little field dish off. Intended target was Jack Lavender in the corner. He's got 5 on the shot clock. Little fadeaway kick saved by Dorland. Simonson's got the rebound. They got a fresh 30 to work with. Lavender thought about pushing the pace on that one. Won't get it. Now he kicks it out. Simonson's on the right. Throws it across the floor. Joe Royer up top. Back to Lavender. 15 on the shot clock. They really don't need to force anything yet. Back to Royer. Puts it in the logo.
You notice the addition of Simonson this year has brought some balance to the Warriors offense, where a lot of Joe Royer in the previous couple of years. That's a player with high lacrosse IQ, and a couple of those ball swings looking back for Joey Royer on the other side is creating some opportunities.
You can tell he plays field as well. He's very active going inside and out. He's not a perimeter shooter by any means. You like to see that. Gives them a little bit of a look on offense as well. Here they go. They pick up and going in transition. Heading back the other way. Good change by the Outlaws. They'll take away any transition opportunities. You got to watch out for Blair Boulreese. If you're the Outlaws today. In transition, he's dangerous. Had to here at the JRC in preseason. A little bit of a loose ball push. Ref's going to say no harm, no foul on that one. Luke Royer now controls it over to Day off the corner. His shot got blocked and ends up being a perfect pass. Another opportunity for the Warriors. This one goes wide, bounces high, shot clock expires.
Yeah, lacrosse IQ and effort is what you get from Luke Royer game in, game out. He's kind of a coach's dream for any junior coach.
Him and Joe, dynamic offense of the Warriors. They were held yesterday against the Rebels. 7-5 loss for them. They had a couple of late goals in that 4th quarter. Couldn't pull through though. Outlaws offense struggling to get something set up here. Jalal, nice move to the outside. Beats 1, beats 2, runs himself out of real estate. Still has it. 7 on the shot clock here. Low bouncer. Not quite sure if Pinch got a piece of that. No shot clock reset. Clearly he didn't. Now in transition, it's Boulreese. Stick handles it like a hockey puck, and they'll get set up on the side of the fresh 30. Boulreese, the captain with it, throws it over to Simonson. He had a goal yesterday in the loss. Finds Lavender down the pipe, and a big save right there as Caleb Dorland going from his right to left. Just got an arm on it.
He seems to be seeing the ball really well early. You notice him reacting and moving towards the ball. When shots are hitting goalies kind of in the chest protector, you know they're seeing the ball and feeling comfortable between the pipes.
Two smaller goalies as well in this game here. Definitely not the size battles walking in the crease there.
Lacrosse has definitely shifted in the way that you see some of these athletes in that as opposed to just sticking the biggest person in there. It's a great change, I think, in a lot of ways.
Warriors offense goes to work. Gallagher on that left side. Kicks it out for Royer. Aaron pass for Simonson. He was running the wrong route. Grabbing it out of the air, Connor Dorland. Finds Brent Buffalo on the right side, and in transition, he'll work it up the floor. Outlaws offense goes to work. Jalal on the right side, beats a defender, cutting towards the net. Goaltender Pinch got a piece of it. Back set up here, 25 on the shot clock. Working around the horns, the Outlaws, it's gonna bounce over Jalal's head. Now we get a little bit of a loose ball push, tangled up down low, and Outlaws will control again. McDougall goes for a change. Jalal's got the ball. He's got Zach Wildemore on the left-hand side. Dangerous offensive threat. He can shoot it from anywhere. Had a goal in the loss yesterday as well. Most of the offense you're gonna see run through him. Backhand dish up for Jalal. Like what he saw, defenseman got a little bit of a block on it. I believe it was Blair Bullreese there. Now a long shot by Wildemore, falling, finds iron. In transition, Bullreese decides he doesn't want to go 1-on-2, pulls it back, the offense gets set. Blake Harrison, rocket number 4 here tonight. Gonna go set up in front of that. Luke Royer swings around the middle all by himself, walks the horn, and he scores. We're on the board. Warriors up 1-0. 3:40 left to go in the first quarter.
It's the third time now that Luke Royer has been able to access the middle of the floor by driving over top. So the Outlaws are going to have to do a better job at cutting that angle off and kind of forcing him down the boards. Otherwise, they're going to see a lot of that all night.
Now, from a defensive perspective, you got to assume a switch has to come there. You can't be following him around the horn. Am I right there? That's just a defensive mental error.
Yeah, my coach, Pat Coyle, often says of defenders, like, don't create offense by chasing. And so you see that some of the Outlaws defenders are out near the boards when that play starts, and it kind of starts the mistake. It's tough to play defense when you're spread across the entire floor.
For goaltender Caleb Dorland as well there, you got to try challenge the shooter, but you got to be aware they got the low post ready for a quick stick if you let them free. Here's Bullreese, Warriors offense to work. They're up 1 rip. Days on the left side, the big right. Cut into the middle, lets it go, bounces it on goal. Dorland's got to be sharp with that left hand. Simonson now, he'll pull it back. 27 on the clock, he's got a highway and he's stopped by Dorland, sliding to his left. Dorland's been a difference maker here early. Sherwood Park, they've allowed some good chances against the Warriors.
He's playing a little bit of give and take, taking away the far side, coming back to the short side. Luke Royer's figured it out. We'll see if the rest of the Warriors roster gets a hold of that information right away here.
Big boom by Simonson to open up some space on the floor. Now a loose ball push got called again on the Warriors, so Sherwood Park gets a fresh 30 to work with. McDougall out of the corner, gets tripped up. Penalty coming against the Warriors. Sherwood Park, you get the first power play of the game. Here's Wildemore, and an unnecessary push gets called. That's just an offensive chance that's negated by Preston Stewart right there. You got a chance for Wildemore to walk across the middle, and it's a little bit of an unforced pick.
Yeah, as an offensive coach in lacrosse, you want guys to kind of test the waters and see where the line is in terms of offensive picks. But in that case, he kind of chased him 6 or 7 steps trying to finish the pick, and at that point, probably best to slip and go to the cage, and as opposed to taking an interference call there.
Offensive expert John Lintz with me here in the booth. It's Cody Jansen with you on 12-ounce sports. North playoffs. We got the Outlaws. We got the Warriors. It's Zach Wildemore up top. He'll steer the ship on the power play. Jalal Brothers on the right. Throws it around. Here's Stewart. Morgan Baker's going to play that bottom left post. Backdoor pass for Jalal. Little give and go. They'll swing it up the horn. Here's Wildemore. 8 to shoot. Baker's down low, thought about from a bad angle, and Wildemore, not much of a lane. That's a good defensive effort not to give him much, and now in transition. Here go the Warriors back the other way, and they score. Boronik runs the length of the floor, short-handed, and he doubles the lead.
And that ball passed by Dathan Jalal's head. I thought, you know what, he's going to catch this guy. So a set of wheels on Boronik to break away, and then a nicely placed shot in the top corner.
fast move there, and yeah, he goes over the shoulder. As we said about Dorland, maybe he was moving a little bit too much there instead of trying to block it. Got out and aggressive. Good finish, though. You got to give your tip your hat to Jonah Bornick. 2-0. Warriors lead off that draw. Another face-off win for Morgan Baker. He's 3-0. If you want to take positives for the Outlaws, it's been him right there on the draw. Here's Jalal walking in. Liked what he saw. Bounce shot. Going to be easily stopped by goaltender Tate Pinch. Pinch with a .667 save percentage yesterday. They lost 7-5. He came in relief for Kyver Van Eiderstein. The Warriors, they can kill 15 more seconds here, but again, they're always dangerous. 4 on the floor, doesn't matter. They can score shorthanded. High dish, not going to get knocked down by anyone now. It's controlled. Harley Williams has it in his own zone. Outlaws still have 40 seconds to work with on this power play. And Jalal will have it on the right-hand side. Dathan's got it. Morgan Baker off the bench. Zach Wildebor's up top. Hit post earlier. They need one here. Minute left to go in quarter number 1. Wildeboer again behind the back feed for Stewart. Over to Jalal, back to Wildeboer. Fancy ball movement there, but end of the day, if you can't finish, it doesn't matter. Here goes Bornick looking for number 2. Hits the brakes, says, hey, we'll wait it out. We'll get back to even strength. The penalty kill, gonna go 1-for-1 for the Edmonton Warriors. Bornick trying to go through 2 defenders. Good play by Buffalo to keep him to the outside. Now it's Royer. Joe Royer finds Lavender and he's stopped. Dorland again comes through clutch. 20 to work with, turn the shot clock off. Let's see what the Outlaws can do. They gotta get back in what haven't been able to get on the board yet in the game. 15 to shoot. We'll see who they throw out there. Jalal's up top. Man out in front and a big save by Pinch. McDougall was cutting to the net. That's going to run out the corner. Blair Bouleries thought he had enough time. That wasn't it. What did you like from the Warriors in that first quarter, John?
I thought the difference in this period was the Warriors' ability to kind of spread the floor and access both sides, the righties and lefties offensively. Whereas you watch the Outlaws on a lot of possessions, the ball got stuck on one side, and it doesn't make for very dynamic offense. So for the Outlaws, they're going to have to look to get some ball swings in, keep both sides of the floor involved. And for the Warriors, I think keep doing what you're doing. It's worked so far.
10 minutes down at the JRC. It's Cody Janes and John Lintz with you on 12-Ounce Sports. We'll be back.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back inside the Jubilee Recreation Center. Cody Jansen with you on 12-Ounce Sports, joined by John Lintz in the booth here this evening. It's the Edmonton Warriors leading the Sherwood Park Outlaws by a score of 2-0 after 10 minutes of play. Both these teams 0-1 to start the North playoffs. Underway here, offense goes to work. That backdoor feed for the Warriors off that right side here. Simonson's up top, 15 on the shot clock. Swinging it over to the left, Joe Royer. Now throws that back door intended for Simonson again. He tried to climb a ladder, bobbling around a little bit. Blown down, it's gonna be a loose ball push that got called. Outlaws offense goes to work. I don't see a number 13 on the Warriors roster here unless I'm missing it. I don't have a 13. It's the Jungle Beast. We're calling it as it goes. Here's Jalal on the right side for the Outlaws. Throws it on goal. Pinch with the save. No rebound.
Parting of the seas there for Dathan as he stepped in and had a really good look, but a nice save by Tate Pinch.
Coming down low, it's Ben Wood, and he scores again, but he stepped in the crease. I think that's 2 for Wood that have been called off now. Goaltenders tonight, Caleb Dolan in goal for the Outlaws. And it's Tate Pinch for the big save there. He's in goal for the Warriors, back to back. Chance for Jalal on the rebound. Pinch says no. Now a little bit of a push by Bornick. Ref says it's fine. Here he goes, looking for number 2, and it's over the goal.
It's like the teams have settled in. We got a bit of a track meet here in the second period.
Back and
second
forth
quarter, excuse
action.
me.
I said period multiple times yesterday. You're fine.
Got to get used to it here, yeah.
You're fine. I've never understood that, though, why the NLL plays 4 quarters and minor and junior plays 3 periods. It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know, but when you get to the age I'm at, you sure appreciate all the extra breaks. So,
yeah, seniors discount coming up here soon for Lintz. Warriors offense goes to work. Luke Royer on that right-hand side tries to throw it in front for Harrison. Loose ball going to be picked up. Looks like the Outlaws are a little bit short-benched here in this one. Might be missing a couple of bodies, work banged up. Who knows? But they're only down by 2. They're still in it. A lot of lacrosse left to play. Fresh 30 for the Warriors to work with. Off that right side, it's Simonson. Swinging it to Royer on the left now. Across the floor, Simonson tries to go high to low, finds iron, and it's out of play. Thomas Gallagher out there on offense. Harrison's out in front and he scores. Blake Harrison has the 3rd for the Warriors and they're up by 3.
Sebastian Simonson controlling play there. He caught the ball off a swing, twister, top corner, had it labeled and went off the bar and out. And then he finds the open man in the middle right afterwards to come up with the assist and goal.
Great ball movement there. That's one thing we didn't see yesterday against Fort Saskatchewan. Give the Rebels defense a little bit of credit, but the Warriors have a lot more time and space today.
Yeah, it seemed like they were spinning their wheels a little bit for the first half of that game yesterday against the Rebels. So obviously they've made some adjustments offensively. It seems like their O players are getting in and out with a little bit more pace today.
McDougall on the draw. Baker takes a rest. Warriors win it. They'll control. Left side, Cole Perkins up the floor. Dishes it off. Aiden Wellner, bait now getting a shift on offense. Right side. Right down the middle's Ben Wood. Shot bounces into the roof. Gonna be knocked down and picked up. Here goes Wildeboer. Not much left in the tank after a long defensive shift. Ends up dropping it. Has to hit the spin. Good defense there by Andrews. Keeps him to the outside. Backdoor pass and they score. It's Morgan Baker on the back door. And Sherwood Park's on the board.
Okay, he was balancing on the tightrope to stay out of the crease there, but a great fine backdoor and a nice finish in a narrow hole for him.
Impressive quick stick. Not much Tate Pinch can do back there. That's as good of a pass as you'll see.
No, you notice some of the advantages for a smaller goalie and that he's been able to get up and react to a couple of rebounds and make a couple of big saves in this period. And he almost got to the far post on that one, but just able to get inside before he came across.
I'm not even sure Del Bianco's stopping that one.
No.
Give Morgan Baker some credit. Well, I mean, maybe we'll give CBD some as well. There's Baker on the draw again. Almost popped it forward. He had Taryn Hutchings. going the other way, and haven't seen him too much on offense yet. Maybe we'll see him used a little bit later on. Boolery stopped now. Royer's got it, nothing but time, and he goes over the net. Ball bounces out of play. Outlaws got to get reset. Now thinking about playing a little bit of possession. Sloppy change. Too many men on the floor as Rogalski thought about playing some offense for a bit.
It's a tough call, and you see it often where the referee sees the wrong guy change. It looked like the Outlaws only had about 3 players on the floor there, and he called too many men. So this sometimes happen. When the 2-referee system, it's tough sometimes to watch the benches and everything else that's going on.
Little bit of leniency needed on that one. Cutting out in front of the net was Lavender. Couldn't handle the pass. Now they got 5 on the shot clock. Getting a shot off. Good save by Dorland. Fresh 30 for the Warriors to work with. Send the O guys back on the floor. It's Joe Royer up top. 2 goals for him against the Rebels in their opening loss. They're looking to get back in the win column here. Up 3-1 in quarter number 2. Joe Royer to shoot. Great save. Rebounds there. Brett Buffalo almost had it in a back-to-back stops for Dorland. Lavender on that left-hand side. Woods up top. Kicking it to the outside. Now they're clicking. The Warriors are feeling it. They've done everything but score on this shift. Joe Royer, 20 to work with. Throws it down low. Defense looks like they're getting tired for the Outlaws. Good stick. Not sure if they'll get to it. Best just to kill some clock at this point as Ben Wood throws it up the floor. They got 5 seconds here. Simonson could do something with it. Over to Royer. Gets it back. One to shoot. Not sure if that one caught iron or Dorland. Nonetheless, stays out, and the Warriors continue to possess the ball. That Outlaws crew is on there for way too long. Out of the corner again, it's Wood off the bench. Harrison swinging it around that left side, right up the horn here. Luke Royer now thought about a backhand dish, gonna try for the crease dive, and they'll say he stepped in again. That's gotta suck. You dive into the crease, you land on concrete, and your goal doesn't even count. In transition, Jalal scores. The lead's down to 1. Noah Jalal runs the floor. It's 3-2.
Some good coaching by the injured Ben Hobday on the O-gate of the Outlaws as he sends his fastest and possibly best scorer out of the gate first, and it capitalizes with a goal on the other end.
Now, I think you probably know better than me. You've played more lacrosse in the past 48 hours than I have in my life. But for the Warriors offense, they got a little content on offense. They had 4 possessions in a row, maybe a little bit slow to change, thinking the Outlaws might be slow to change.
Yeah, sometimes when you have early success, it leads to a little bit of complacency, forgetting, how physical and how much you were moving to get there in the first place. So they'll have to get back to what they were up to in the first quarter.
That's a teacher word for you, complacency. We'll throw that one in the game book. Here's Morgan Baker down low. Maybe a little bit of life injected into this Outlaws squad. Baker throws it up top for Dykes. Down low, Jalal. Back to back, he's got it. Tie game.
And the Warriors are going to complain, but I had a pretty good view from up here, and it looked like he was able to tiptoe the top of the crease and finish before he fell in. An outstanding move, great first step by Noah Jalal, and obviously a fantastic finish.
Not many defenders in the league are going to be stopping that one. That's a quick cut to his left. He throws the stick around, back on his right foot, blast towards the net. A little bit of a crease dive as well, beats the goaltender. Tate Pinch, far side, it's 3-3. Well, now we got 3 goals in the second quarter by the Outlaws. It feels like a different game.
They've definitely woken up. Momentum is a funny thing. A couple big saves on one end by Dorland.
Back the other way, Jalal for the natural hat trick. Bounces it out.
Looks like he's feeling it right now.
No kidding, give him the ball. Kid's hot. Warriors possession, 3:36 left to go in quarter number 2. Pass across the floor, it's Simonson. Royer's got it. That's one guy they got to get going. Joe Royer, he can score, especially at the Junior B Tier 1 level. Hasn't been able to finish much at all today. Up top, Ben Wood, 7 to shoot. Low shot. Might have gone low on Dorland. He's got to take a quick look behind him, but he keeps it out.
When you're hot, sometimes you're lucky. Dorland going the wrong way, and the shot still catches the outside of his pad and stays out.
As long as the ball spins the right way, it's avoiding the net. In transition, Morgan Baker. Nice little tip pass. We'll see he did it on purpose. Dykes has it now, and his pass got knocked down. Back to Dykes, towards the middle. Takes a couple of cross checks, spins, still has possession. Pinch with the save. Ball bouncing around there, bodies flying in the crease, and the Warriors are going back the other way. Bullreese is on the right-hand side. Down the floor, a little bit of a nifty backhand dish on goal. Dorland, big save. It's Cole Stachniak there with a chance on the partial 3-on-1. Nathan Jalal throws it on the right side. They'll leave it for Zach Wildeboer. Now you can slow it down, because if you're going into halftime tied at 3, I think you're pretty happy if you're Sherwood Park. But if they can chip in with one more, now you're on cloud 9. Here's Jalal. He's feeling it. Last 2 goals of the game, 5 to shoot. Jalal to the net, tries to go up top. Can't complete it.
Great rising shot by Jalal. I don't know if he's quite tall enough to be pulling off that move, but
that's a 6'4" to ride that one.
Exactly. You need an Eric George frame to finish that one.
Warriors offense goes back to work. They're going to be on that right-hand side. Dishing it down low. Simonson cut out front there. Worked his D-man into a hole. It's a good shooting opportunity. Here's Harrison. Big righty. The kid's off the left side now. They'll swing it over. 20 to work with here. Minute 30 left to go in quarter number 2. Cutting towards the net. That one's not going to end up working for Wellner Bate. Outlaws fumble it. Wellner Bate on that right side again. Throws it up top. Harrison down the highway, and he's stopped by Dorland again. Pardon me, I guess they're going to say that didn't get on goal. They're wanting a shot clock reset. Maybe I missed it. Maybe that's not a save. We won't chalk it up for him.
Seemed like a pretty clear bounce shot off the chest protector, but sometimes tough. Yeah.
Less than a minute to go now in the first half. Dykes on the floor. Perfect bounce pass. We'll go with that one. Here's Jalal, right side. They got the double team on him now, it looks like. They know who's hot on offense. Noah Jalal down low. Quick stick for Baker. Doesn't miss by much. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Dykes, little fadeaway bouncer. Goes wide. Wildeboer. That's going to hurt. And out of play off the Warriors.
I don't think Baker quite realized how much time he had there, as he could have come right around the crease and had a chance to finish. Opted for the quick stick instead.
Now we're less than 30 seconds left. The shot clock's off, and the Outlaws haven't called a timeout. Now they get one in 17 seconds. Clock will stop after a few seconds. Obviously, you want to run this one through Noah Jalal, don't you? But the Warriors, they're probably going to double team him. So I'll let you put your coach hat on up here from the booth and in the skybox. What are you running to beat Tate Pinch?
The tricky thing about running something through Jalal here, too, is that he hasn't been involved in their offense all year. So I think you might see it like a top-down seal for Wildeboer to make a decision of whether he'd like to shoot or try to find a seam and maybe find Jalal on the backside.
Now, they've had some success with Baker as well on that backdoor quick stick, and I know Wildeboer can throw it from up top down low to him. I think that might be something they try, run off that left side towards the middle, just because you know you're going to have Jalal's on the close end, and the defense is going to be right on him. We've
already seen that the Warriors are playing with an active athletic goaltender, so certainly anything that'll get him moving side to side and hopefully open up some holes is going to be the look here for the Outlaws. 6-on-5,
of course. It's going to be Noah Jalal going to play on this bottom right here. Baker's going to start behind the net. Maybe they use that as a deterrent to keep Tate Pinch deep in his net, and they'll try a shot from the outside. Nonetheless, we'll play on. 17 seconds. They almost botched the first one. Jalal has it now. Little control. Only one defender on him. They're going to give him a little bit of space. Won't go defend. Throws it back for Baker. Got to pick it up off the wall. Morgan Baker now to Wildeboer. 3 to shoot. Spins, fires, ball's in the air. Good save to close out the half by Tate Pinch. You don't want to go down after the first half. They'll settle for a tie. And honestly, I mean, Jot, that second quarter, after the first 5 minutes, it was all Outlaws.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was going to be an incredibly competitive game after the first quarter there, but definitely the Outlaws turning it on, getting the boost of having Noah Jalal on the floor, creating offense off of the bench, and with his quick first step. So positive for that group who is looking for reasons to find confidence, and it should make for a really interesting second half here.
Now you go into halftime with a little bit of life. It's 3-3 Edmonton Warriors and Sherwood Park Outlaws. It's game number 3 of the North Playoffs. You're watching on 12 Ounce Sports.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back inside the Jubilee Recreation Center. Cody Jans and John Lintz with you on 12-ounce sports. At the half, it's 3-3. The Sherwood Park Outlaws and Edmonton Warriors tied in game number 3 of the North Playoffs. Coming to you live on 12-ounce sports. Taking a look back at the first half, second quarter was all Outlaws. They got 2 goals from Noah Jalal. The first one came from Morgan Baker for the Warriors. Taking a look back for them. Looked like they started the scoring in the first quarter. That one comes from Luke Royer. Then it was Jonah Bornick with the shorty. And the third goal of the game for them came from Blake Harrison in that first quarter. John, what did you like from both teams? Give me a quick note here before we get underway.
Well, the addition of Noah Jalal pops off the page, I think. Obviously, the Warriors are going to have to find a way to get extra bodies to him and force somebody else on the Outlaws to score. And then the Warriors did a good job swinging the ball back and forth, so the Outlaws are going to have to adjust by maybe not sending their defenders out as quickly and kind of stay more compact.
For Connor Dorland, the netminder for the Outlaws, his first game of the playoffs here as well. Tate Pinch at the other end of the floor. If you're watching on TV, the Warriors are going left-right, wearing their road blacks, red shoulders, white stripes. The Outlaws going right to left. Home whites, golden navy blue trim. Joe Royer off that left side here. The righty chucks it across the floor. Looking to go straight towards the net. Dorland's got to make an early save on Wellner bait. Simonson for Royer. Royer from the outside. Dorland sliding to his right. Kicks it like Marty Brodeur. 9:23 here to go. 10-minute quarters in the playoffs. It's a change-up from previous years in Junior B Tier 1. Loose ball. Bodies fly. Warriors control. Pass up top for Wellner. Bait misses him. And Tate Pinch has to come out and play it. Pinch sends it all the way down the floor. Has a man off that left side looking to get something going. Gallagher, low sub shot. Save made by Dorland. That's 3 early stops for him in the corner.
Some pretty solid one-on-one defense there by Jack Lavender, who was left on an island.
Credit for one of my favorite defenders so far for Sherwood Park has been Brett Buffalo, and he has tough tasks. He's been asked to watch Royer. He's had to watch Wood. It's not been an easy game for him, as here goes Royer down that left side. Bounces it wide, and it'll bounce out of play.
And you give him bonus points for getting it done with a traditional stick, too. That's no easy task, handling the ball with that thing.
Who was it on the minors that was playing with it for a while?
Aaron Duff. He's one of those guys where you're really glad that he's on your team.
We can give him a shout out on the broadcast. Good old Senior B. Duff was always one of the toughest defenders on the minors. Here in transition go the Warriors. Great defense there by Dathan Jalal. Stops it in transition. Here we go. It's Rogalski and Wildeboer. Rogalski right side throws it across. Has a late trailer shot. Got stopped by Pinch. As coming in late was Davin Baldock.
Great job by Pinch there as he's going the wrong way, but is able to keep his stick down to stop that 5-hole shot.
Right position there, able to close all the holes. And Baldock, he did have a goal yesterday for the Outlaws. And the Warriors will go back to work off the left-hand side. It's Harrison to the middle, looking for number 2. Works around a couple of defenders. Big left arm there, keeps it out of the goal. Fresh 30. Simonson for Day. Harrison's on that right side. Now he throws it across the floor. Low shot by Wellner. Bait Dorland comes up clutch again. This is the first one. And Brendan Roy, I know you didn't see the game against the Crude, but he was good for the Outlaws. They only lost 5-2. I thought he played well. Comes out of it with an 815 save percentage, pardon me. And they go with Dorland in game 2, and he has not disappointed.
I can't imagine there's a faster goalie in Junior B going from right to left than Dorland, as he's made several saves where he's come sliding across his crease.
Now Baker almost catches goaltender Pinch there off guard. A little bit of a behind the back throw on goal. Played 3 minutes here in quarter number 3. Buffalo down to the corner, knocked to the floor. Warriors control, walking around is Luke Royer now. He'll have to pull it out. Simonson's there, good defense to keep him to the outside. You know he wants to cut to the middle when he can. Simonson, the big man, definitely got some field skills in there. Luke Royer takes a triple team, floats one on goal. Almost thought that was going to find a rainbow and drop into the goal.
You know a defense is on the same page when they're collapsing 3 or 4 guys in the middle of the floor and have a player trapped like that. So some pretty effective defense early on in the second half by the Outlaws here.
Impressive shutdown. Here's one Jalal to the other. Noah up top, rips it wide. That's going to go back down 200 feet. Dorland's got it. He's got to throw it the length of the floor. He'll test out the speakers, and that one's not going to get stuck up there. Impressive. Here we go. Warriors got a chance off the bench. It's Day. Simonson there as well. Wellner bait on the right-hand side. Grabbing it up top is Ben Wood. Simonson for Royer up top. A defensive attempt to turn it over. Won't get to it. He almost had a rebound chance on the left side. Good save by Dorland. He's pushing rebounds to the corner as well. And I know you're not a goaltender, but you got to love to see that as a coach when those rebounds aren't sitting 3 feet in front of you.
Yeah, you watch some of the best goalies in the world and the rebounds kind of stick to them and fall in the crease. But if it's not going to happen that way, you definitely want to kick it out of traffic.
Morgan Baker with the shot attempt. That got blocked. They got 10 to work with. Baker's up top again. Backdoor pass for Dykes. He was in tight and Pinch says no. Closes that left arm against his body, takes away any opportunity. Here's Boulris. He's like that sub shot from there. Passes it over to Luke Royer and he scores. They get on the board and it's in transition. Boulris to Royer to the back of the net, and it's 4-3 Warriors.
When you think about Luke Royer, you think about a player that's probably going to come through in the clutch. And when the Warriors need a goal, he's a guy that's been buzzing all period and finally gets one to drop in transition.
Now, for Blair Boulris, he's a captain. He's been in the league for a while. That's a play where you could see him in the neutral zone. He took a look at the Outlaws bench and said, how quick are they to change here? He saw he had time. He runs up the floor, doesn't force a shot, makes that pass. And hey, it's a perfect finish to beat Dorland. It's 4-3 for the Warriors. 4:53 left to go here in quarter number 3. Joe Royer up top for him. 2 goals so far in the playoffs, but none tonight. Pass over, Wellner, bait to the middle. Doesn't fire. Royer's got it again. Shot clock ticking on him. Baker's got to pick it up. Won't get to it. Harrison was all alone. Dolan's a good save in tight. Now it's a loose ball, and so far no one's got to it. Scrambled play. Simonson's going to have to retreat into his own zone. Hot potato, they'll control it in there. 20 on the shot clock.
It should be a reset. I don't think the referees recognized.
Yeah, the
long
Outlaws
loose ball battle there.
Definitely had that chance to pick it up multiple times for the Outlaws. Shot goes wide. Warriors are going to need a quick change as Dan Clark calls the squad to the bench. Pinch is going to set it up behind as Wildeboer down low. For the Outlaws, first quarter, they felt a little bit out of it. Second quarter, they got the rhythm going. And so far in this third, the Warriors have easily had half a dozen chances. They're probably lucky to be in a 4-3 game right now. Noah Jalal has it off that right boards. He's got the last 2 goals for the Outlaws. Getting some action in Junior B here. A lot of offensive time, a lot of touches for him. Here's Noah Jalal. Tough defense on him. Couple of bumps and bruises, still controls. Running the floor by himself. Avoiding hits. Now he's going to try to go short side. Got it on goal. Knocked to the ground, slow to get up, and they're going to force a turnover almost. As Nathan Jalal was down there, they'll run their man to the ground. Good effort by Taryn Hutchings as well. But a penalty's coming, and they're going to call a slash on Hutchings.
Oh, a tough call here against the Outlaws. I thought they did a good job of creating a trap deep in the Warrior zone and getting a turnover, but obviously he was a little bit overeager swinging his stick.
Thought it was a great trap on the wall there. Hutchings, a little too aggressive for the refs' likings. He was a 2nd overall pick this year. Big kid as well. I mean, when you're looking at Junior A prospect right there, probably a guy you want to see at camp down the road. Power play opportunity for the Warriors. It's their first of the game. 33% for them. Last night against the Rebels. They'll go to work. You know who it's going through already. It's Joe Royer on the left side. Swinging it around. Backdoor opportunity there as Woods stopped by Dorland. Outlaws have it dangerously close to his crease, running around.
The Warriors run a dice set there with 4 guys on the outside and 1 in the middle, and a defensive strategy by the Outlaws I don't think I've ever seen before, where they covered the guy in the middle and played a triangle around it. Be interesting to see if they adjust here.
It's almost a 5-on-3 triangle kill there, but again, they're playing a box +1 if we want to go with basketball terms. Here's Day, minute 20 left to work with on the power play. Luke Royer, put him on hat-trick watch. He's got 2 in the contest. Throws it across for Joe, give and go. Dorland got a piece of that with his toe.
What a spectacular save.
Not by much, but impressive to say the least. Here's Royer, plenty of space for him, and it's blocked. Rebound, they score. Hat-trick for Luke Royer, and it's 5-3 Warriors.
You know, one of the things that comes to mind when you talk about a clutch guy is in big moments, the ball just seems to find him, and a bad bounce for the Outlaws off a block shot ends up right in his stick, and a tough goal for Caleb Dorland.
It almost looked like the Outlaws, I don't think they're actually enticing Joe Royer to walk in and shoot there, but boy, did they give him way too much space. They're lucky that first one got blocked, I think.
Yeah, some strange positioning for the low defenders on the Outlaws penalty kill leads to a couple scoring chances there, but ultimately it's a bad bounce that ends up in the back of their net.
Maybe the coaches will take a look at the video after and make some adjustments. Here goes Noah Jalal on the right side. Has to pull it back. Warriors power play 1-for-1, and they lead by 2. Jalal knocked to the floor. Now he takes a double team. late to get in to help for Wildeboer and Baker, and the Warriors are going to control. Blair Boulris in the neutral zone, walks it into Outlaws territory. Thought about shooting it for a second. He can score. Now he's going to go to the net. Blair Boulris, low sub shot, scores. Captain's on the board at 6-3.
And that's a shot that the coach will love. Low far side hip. It's tough for the goalie to get there unless he takes an explosive step. He's able to beat Dorland there.
Boulris has got that sub shot too. He beat the Warriors goaltenders multiple times. I remember it was Luke Oweski. I think he beat back-to-back in preseason. But that's just something Blair Boulris can do. And you can speak to the age factor here. He's been in the league for a while. I know he's seen other guys do that.
Yeah, he's like a young Jarrett Toll. Keep your stick low and finish with accuracy. It's not every coach will recommend that you shoot sub shots in close on the goalie, but definitely it's working for him.
What a comparison right there. Boulris to Toll. Outlaws control. They got to do something. They're down by 3, less than 90 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Off the floor, Raju. Middle finds Wildeboer over to Jalal. Dathan throws it back up top. Baldock has it. For Wildeboer, wants that low shot, cuts to the middle, trying to go high. It's over the pinch, gets his own rebound, and he dunks it wide. 5 to shoot now. Wildeboer. Aaron pass and another turnover for the Outlaws on offense. Kind of been the story here in the third quarter. They haven't been able to get many plays. That's actual plays set up. Blair Boulris, the last goal scorer, dishes it off. Joe Royer on the left-hand side. Up the middle has Lavender. Throws it over the goal. Simonson with the rebound. 10 to work with on the shot clock. Simonson tees it up heavy on goal. Dorland with the save. And the Outlaws are going to try and push the pace, but a very slow change. Getting full stand-up action here in the neutral zone off the bench. It's going to be Noah Jalal. Throws it down for Baker. He's a speedster, but he's been playing a lot this game. You got to think the legs are catching up to him. Wildeboer pass for Dykes. He forgot the ball, but he runs to the middle. Clock could run out on him. 5 seconds. Dykes to the middle again. Sub shot goes wide. Wildeboer the rebound. Too little, too late. And that's going to do it after 30 minutes of play here. It's the Edmonton Warriors leading the Sherwood Park Outlaws by a score of 6-3. It's Cody Jans and John Lentz with you on 12-Ounce Sports.
Uh-huh.
Cody James and John Lentz with you on 12-ounce sports, getting set for quarter number 4 between the Edmonton Warriors and the Sherwood Park Outlaws. Face up. Little botch action there. Going to bounce its way down, and Christian Gibson has it. Throws it up for Blair Boulreese. Bounces out of play. What did you like in that third quarter that the Warriors did different from the first half?
You notice a couple of their high IQ players, Joe Royer and Sebastian Simonson, off every swing, they're looking back into the middle, and they were able to find a bunch of wide open players cutting through, creating chances. It seemed like they didn't have a single possession where they didn't create an effective shot. So look for more of the same in the fourth quarter here.
They definitely put the pressure on Caleb Dorland. He's been good in the game, but again, now you got to score 4 if you want to win, and that's a tough task against the Edmonton Warriors. In transition, over to Boulreese looking for 2. Attempted to go 5-hole this time. Still, that same sub shot, he loves that. Must be a hockey thing. It's got to be a hockey thing. In transition, the Outlaws for Baker. Morgan Baker, little backdoor pass. Those are those opportunities for the Outlaws where they're kind of passing up on chances just to get it on net. You got to shoot to score. Those extra passes, not always the best option. As Wildeboer is stopped by pinch.
Yeah, you'd like to see a little bit better execution in the 3-on-2, right? This is why coaches spend a lot of time running 2-on-1 and 3-on-2 drills for situations just like that one.
Maybe we'll blame it to the shortened season, couple different looks on offense, but again, the Outlaws, they're just not looking as sharp as the Edmonton Warriors in this one. Here's Simonson, throws it up top, intended for Day. Dorland with the same rebound, kicks out to the right. Lavender's off the wall. Thought about a little bit of a fadeaway shot there. Gets a pick from Luke Royer. Give and go. Back to Lavender. Down low. Misses wide. Hopping around in the crease there. Might have gone off the back of Morgan Baker's head. Now in transition. Here goes Baldock. Baldock off the benches. Jalal, and he throws it to no one. Noah Jalal has it out of the corner. Beats a defender again. He scored like that earlier. Tosses it up top to Dathan Jalal. Preston Stewart now getting an offensive look. Left side, Wildeboer swings it around the horn. Jalal shot on goal. Easy save for pinch, and no rebound comes out of it.
Really good 2-on-1 look for the Outlaws there is spoiled by Kyler, who comes across and creates a turnover.
Andrews has been good defensively so far for the Warriors. One arms it and scores. Blake Harrison. I mean, you can roll the highlight reel, but I think he might have been standing in the crease on that one.
No, it looked like a one-handed finish too. Top corner, far side. Certainly exceptional.
That's a heck of a move. Might have to watch the replay to see if we got a crease violation. Nonetheless, that's a beauty, and it's 7-3 Warriors. Did you see McCallion's goal yesterday? You watched the game. That's as nice as they come. Out of the corner, beats a double team, dives across the crease. You don't see too many goals like that in Junior B.
No, he's certainly athletic, and just he placed it perfectly in the top corner when he came across. It's you know, those are the goals that make fans come back to watch these games.
100%. Not a bad crowd here either. I mean, when you think about it, it's a Wednesday night. It's not even Fort Saskatchewan playing. Pretty good crowd. Dorland with a save there.
The JRC has to be one of the better arenas for lacrosse in Alberta. It's the perfect size, always a great atmosphere here.
I think, and now I've been to a couple of Okotoks games, haven't been to a Mounties game, but from what I heard, they don't get more fans. But when the JRC's buzzing, I don't think anyone else gets as many fans as the Rebels.
No, I would agree.
Here's Day up top. Shot on goal, save made by Dorland, controls his rebound again. The Outlaws might be out of gas here, but again, good pressure from the Warriors trying to force something. Loose ball's going to be grabbed by McDougall in his own zone. Nolan Dykes now 1-on-2 looking for friends. Slow change. Dykes has to toss it over for Baker. Sloppy offense getting on the floor. Stewart's there to help. Baker down low. Wants to shoot, awkward angle, puts it on goal. Pinch with the save. Now they're going to say he stepped back in. Might have been a toe that touched the crease right there for Connor Panic. Fresh 30 for the Outlaws to work with. Noah Jalal up top. They're defending him much better. I don't know if they knew who 81 was before the game because he was running circles around him in the second quarter, and now he's got to play on the outside.
Adjustments like the ones the Warriors are making are why offensive depth is so important, right? He's got to be able to pass out those double teams to a player that's ready to score, and right now he's not finding it.
some of those veterans on the Outlaws, they still got another level to get to. You know, we've seen it here at the JRC before when Wildeboer played for the Rebels. Morgan Baker was phenomenal in the preseason. These guys got another level to get to. I wouldn't count out the Outlaws here. Lots of lacrosse left to go in this tournament. Brett Buffalo trying to pick up that loose ball off the save by Dorland. Harrison recovers. Hard push in front of the net there. Ref decides to turn a blind eye to it. Simonson, couple of fakes over the goal. One arm pass, gonna go on the feet of Hutchings as he runs the floor. Bobbles it, good back check there by Blake Harrison, tracks it down and he'll head back on offense. Seeing guys play both ends of the floor as he'll go off for a change. Harrison shot on goal, Dorland with the save. Back in his own zone, they can get an O guy out on the floor if they can, and it's Wildeboer. Wildeboer goes out there, throws a little bit of pick on the floor as Halterman can't connect on a 2-on-1, running back the other way. It's Stachniak on a break. Stachniak stopped by Dorland. Trying to go high to the stick side that time. Kind of ran himself out of real estate there instead of pulling back on the breakaway. Full steam ahead. Here's Noah Jalal, 4:40 left to go in quarter number 4. Dykes throws it up top for Wildeboer. Back onto the left-hand side. Here's Baker, sub shot from the outside. Great read there by Tate Pinch. He knew the shot was coming. He knew there was no threat down low. He came out and challenged him. Jalal up top, exact same situation. He kicks out the left pad this time.
That's 2 saves in a row where he's out near the top of his crease. You can tell he's playing with confidence that the defense is going to take anything away on the backside.
A little bit of CDB watching must have been going on here in transition. It's Ranju, left side, save made. Baldock might have had a chance for a rebound, except he ran behind the goal.
You can tell Raju is a player that these Outlaws coaches have a lot of confidence in. He spends a lot of time on the floor. He's on the face-off team. He's been pretty effective tonight.
Baldock now, that's a hit right in the back. No call. Pennick gets up. Pinch has a few words for him as he throws a pick and going the other way with possession. It's going to be Liam Pennick. I missed what happened. I was looking at the game sheet, but here go the Outlaws looking for a hat trick. Was Noah Jalal. Gets his own rebound, backhand attempt, stopped by Pinch. It's a big 5-hole save there. Good positioning pays off for Tate Pinch. In transition now, it's Simonson up top. Right side, waiting for some help. Gets a little bit of a pick by Luke Royer. Throws it across the floor. Hard cross check in front on Luke Royer. Now a penalty's upcoming. They'll blow it down. Well, it looked like the Warriors had possession. Ref's discretion there. Warriors go to the power play. They're 1 for 1 on the night. They get the second opportunity here with 3:12 left to go in quarter number 4.
Billy Hicks is given the diving signal. It seems like he thought the Warriors offender went down pretty easy there, but it'll be interesting to see if the Outlaws have adjusted to that look that the Warriors had where they have a man in the middle.
Their penalty kill certainly wasn't something you'd show in a school. If you're looking back on this one, 3:12 left to go here in quarter number 4. Warriors power play, 33% coming into the game. They're 1 for 1 in this contest. Left side, who else but Joe Royer? They'll run everything off of him. And again, they're giving him plenty of room on that left side. Ben Wood, short side, stopped by Dorland as he hugs his post. Outlaws up the floor. They're going to try to play 1-on-3 here. They do need goals, and you got to consider plus minus does come into it. You got to play as he turns it over. Going back the other way, Joe Royer thought he could get a breakaway. Ball was knocked away. No opportunity for him. They'll have to set up the power play normally. Up top, it's Lavender. Give and go with Royer. Down low, Blake Harrison. 2 goals for him in the game. 2:35 left to go here, quarter number 4. 7-3 Edmonton Warriors lead. Joe Royer, short side. He tried to go 5-hole there on Dorland. Easy save for him. Raju up the floor again. Bodied to the ground by Jack Lavender. Here goes Harrison. Back the other way, looking for 3, and they'll say he stepped in the crease.
Couldn't quite make up his mind on what he wanted to do there as he walked right into the top of the crease trying to bury that shot.
Second and third thought were passing, and it cost him a step in the crease. Warriors still have 49 seconds left to go on the power play. Joe Royer's up top. Ben Woods on that left side. And you've seen it before too in junior B tournaments where goal differential comes into it. You know what? As much as you want to see, you don't want to see teams run up the score. We're not at that extent yet, and one goal can make all the difference.
Yeah, and it looks like Caleb Dorland has that in the back of his mind as he makes another spectacular cross-crease save. The score feels like, it, especially with the way this second half has gone, like it should be about 14-3 if it were not for his efforts.
Phenomenal net minding there for Sherwood Park as the refs have a little discussion here, and it's going to be a penalty shot, it looks like.
Too many men under 2 minutes, maybe?
Maybe that's what it is. Again, we don't have the refs mic'd up. We don't have that luxury up here in the booth, but it'll be Joe Royer.
The other thing it may have been is the ball was bouncing in the crease. I wonder if one of the Outlaws defenders put a hand on it, possibly.
Tough to see. We'll have to go back in the replay, but Joe Royer going to tie up the Jordans before he gets set to go here. $1:40 left to go in quarter number 4. Be sure to stay tuned for the next game on 12-ounce sports here. We got a dandy. It's the two top teams in the North playoffs up to date. The St. Albert Crude and the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels. Here's Royer on the penalty shot. I'll let you watch. Tries to go over the shoulder, stick side on Caleb Dorland. He says no. Now, penalty shots are a little bit weird in lacrosse because you don't exactly have the same puck control you'd have in hockey. Is it beneficial to come in with that much speed, or are you better off to walk and try to do some fancy stick work? What do you see, John?
I've seen guys go both ways. I think the one theme there, or the thing that I watched there, is Joe seemed like he made up his mind on what move he was going to try before he picked up the ball, and sometimes it's not the strongest strategy, as you see Dorland stuck with him there and kind of read the move.
I like the idea to go high on a smaller goaltender like Dorland, but the execution felt a little bit off where you walk it in where you know he can stay on his feet if you're coming at him with that pace. Whereas you wait him out, maybe you get him to drop to his knees or something. Here's Lavender. Warriors still on the power play for the next 20 seconds or so. Throw it over to the left-hand side. Harrison has it. Couple of pump fakes, no shot. Give and go, gets it back himself. Down low is Wood. Throws it across, opportunity for a quick stick, goes wide. Lavender again, 5 on the shot clock. Wood from the corner, and a kick saved by Dorland. They're gonna have to stay on defense here. Wood throws that one, defender got a piece of it, bounces into the air, grabbed by Harrison. Wellner bait to the corner. Out in front, Dorland scoops it up, less than a minute to go in regulation time. A little bit of a move by Hutchings there, tips it around the defender, a couple of fakes, and he scores. The second overall pick from 2021. It's Taryn Hutchings with the 4th goal for the Outlaws.
You see he's a natural offensive player, is just the patience to outweight the defender, wait for him to make his read, and then a well-placed shot in the top right corner.
Some fancy stick work there as well. He got pinched just to bite a tiny bit. Going to his right, beats him over the glove side high. I think we'll see him score a few more goals here in the Jungle Beast.
Yeah, it seems like he's just getting his footing as a first-year player, and he should be an effective junior player for years to come.
Definitely something to look out for with Taryn Hutchings there. Warriors control, grinding down the clock now. It's a 3-goal lead for them. And again, with a win, they'll go to 1-1 on the tournament. Outlaws fall to 0-2, barring anything crazy. And another crease violation called on Luke Royer. Not too happy about that. They've not been shaking hands in this one, the Warriors in the crease. The refs are calling them every chance they get. Here's Noah Jalal, definitely the best player on the floor in the game for the Outlaws. Over to Will DeBoer off that left side. Little dish to the middle for Nolan Dykes. He's got to battle and get it back. Over for Noah Jalal, 5-hole scores. That's some skill. Noah Jalal has the patience in mind. He sees 2 defenders chasing him down, takes the pump fake, goes 5-hole, special player.
Too little, too late, but he definitely faked Tate Pinch out of his shorts on that one as he goes 5-hole.
So we talked about goal differential, and now it's a 2-goal game. The Warriors had a chance to go +4 after this in the goal column, or +2 with the loss, and instead, now they're going to be back to even unless they can score here. This is crucial.
So the hardest thing as a lacrosse coach is try to get your defense to kind of batten down the hatches in a game where it seems like you've already secured the win.
8.8 seconds left to go here. Morgan Baker off the draw. Will chalk him down for a win as the clock winds out. Here's Joe Royer late. No goal. Scores there on Dorland. I don't think they're going to count it, so we'll give it a 7-5 final for the Edmonton Warriors. John, I'll put you on the spot here. Give me your third star of the night.
Third star of the night, I would say Blair Bowlery's effective defense, scored in transition, assisted on another. He was one of the better players on the floor all night long.
Now, as much as I want to give the first star to him, I'll give him the second, and that's Caleb Dorland. And great, give me a line on his performance tonight.
Oh, spectacular movement in the crease. It just, you could see from the very start of the game that he was reading the ball well, and he must have, in a 40-minute game, he must have had 50 saves, so a spectacular effort by him.
Spectacular to say the least. And this was a little bit shocking. A lot of the offense for the Warriors ran through Luke Royer this game. I like to see that. It's a little bit of a different look when you usually see things run through Joe and Simonson. So it was a good game for Luke Royer. He has the hat trick. Let's give him the first star of the night. For John Lintz, Cody Jansen, thanks for tuning in. The Edmonton Warriors move to 1-1 with a 7-5 win over the Sherwood Park Outlaws. Rebel Recruiter next, right here on 12 Ounce Sports. Steps over Luke Royer. In transition, it's Blair Boulreese, the captain.
Oh, up comes the jersey. Okay.
Baker, he's got a break. Alone, Baker ties it. And now we got a fight. It's Albrecht. He's throwing his man around. Driven up. Back up top. Here's Jackson Cohut. 5-hole on Murray. Low at the poke, and he scores. They build on it. Nolski's out in front. Scoops and scores.